wow, because they're like, this is really, like, we really did it. We made it to season 2.
Yes, we did.
Well,
Let's cheers to that.
Let's cheers. So a little mimosa action. Think. Yum, yum, yum. More champagne than anything else.
That's how you do it right.
A little splash. Oh, I'll do my job. Start there. Please remember to rate, review, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. We really, really, really are trying to meet this goal of getting 222 subscribers by our 1-year anniversary, which is on February 22nd. So if you are watching this, hit that subscribe button. Do you want to do the disclaimer? You want me to do the disclaimer?
Oh, the disclaimer. We love the kids.
We love the kids.
We love our nieces and nephew. We love other people's children.
We do. We do.
But we are not having any.
No.
Nobody's asked this whole pandemic.
Nope.
And we talked about that the first time we did this episode.
Then, They're still not asking us. One thing that has changed, though, from that episode was the baby showers are back. And the baby shower invitations are
There's
back.
no drive-through, drive-by baby showers. Like, you go, you honk, and you leave. Now it's like... Now you can come in.
Like I'm there's a location. There's not a Zoom ID. No. There's like I have to
you come in with your present. Gift in hand, please.
Yeah, so the baby shower invitations are back. Congratulations to all the pandemic babies, because apparently there was a pandemic baby boom because y'all couldn't find nothing else to do during that time. We started a podcast. This is our baby right here. This is our baby. This is our baby. Our contribution to the baby boom.
I don't think she costs that much. We have some updated numbers.
Right, we do.
Yes,
we do. So it originally we said it was about $233,000 to raise a child from birth to 18 years old if they were born between 2015 2018. Since then, since our pandemic and our cost of living increase and inflation and everything else that's going on here, it is now upwards of $272,000.
So almost $300K.
A $40,000 increase in like a year or two. Did you make an extra $40,000 at your job?
That is like somebody's pay. That is someone's salary.
Yeah, that is somebody makes $40,000 or less.
Yeah.
So if you didn't make an additional $40,000, you probably shouldn't be having a baby. I need some drink. It's a little thirsty. That's crazy. That's a lot. That number makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Well, I know that we always start off, always, like we've done this so many times.
We've been doing this so long.
But we talk about the number first because it really is eye-opening, because a lot of people don't go into it with a financial plan because that's not why they end up becoming parents. But when you go back and you check the receipts and you look at your budget and you see what you've spent, shit. Let's say that again. Shit. That's a lot of money.
I'm like, so now with all this virtual learning, not virtual learning, when the kids do have to be at home for more than a day or 2 days or 3 days, now the complaint is there's not enough food in the house because you have to feed these kids all day long. Like even the parents, I think the parents didn't even realize how much their kids eat because they're away for 8 hours a day and then the parents are at work and all that. But it's like, I have to feed you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack or two.
Several snacks. Because at school, there's a little more regulation, I'm assuming. Right. You don't eat throughout the day. Like even adults are eating throughout the day. So
although with the use of masks, I snack less.
Really?
I do. I noticed that I picked up shifts this week and I was like, I bought snacks and I didn't eat any of them because I had a freaking mask on the whole time and I just couldn't.
I'd still be eating under
mask. I didn't feel like it. It's just like, it's too much work now.
But yeah, I guess I could see that because when you're home, you tend to snack more. Right. If you're out doing things or if you're at work, I'm not snacking as much as when I'm working from home. But
you have better snacks at home.
You do have better snacks at home.
And there's nobody watching you, judging you.
And nobody's stealing your snacks from the office fridge.
Right. No, you don't put something in there and then it's gone the next day. Yeah. Like, no, it's still there. Yeah. So the numbers are going up for you people that still want to have children.
They're just going to keep going up. The cost of living doesn't go up, but the cost of raising a child. And I'm sure that, like we said last time, doesn't include all these extra activities.
Right.
But even with working from home and, having school from home, if you didn't have a computer or a device to like stream school from, and the school didn't provide it for you, that's an added expense that you had to go through.
Yeah, like
you had to get Wi-Fi,
a laptop, right? Or Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like, there are households that rely on the school food and the school internet and the school software and all that because they don't have that at home. So now it's like that additional cost, that additional stress. And this is maybe one kid. Well, what if you have 3 kids and they all need a laptop?
Yeah,
like. Even though there's all these programs for affordable internet and all that, it's still, if you have a budget, you making something affordable that was not in my budget initially doesn't make it easy. I still can't afford it.
No.
It's still expensive.
Yeah. And all the stimulus money that everyone got,
right?
The government's coming for their. That's coming
why
for it.
Gas is damn near $4. Like everybody's like, oh no, we're not gonna have to pay that back. He wouldn't do that to us. Okay,
he did it.
He did it. That's why it cost $5 for a carton of eggs, and it was $2 last year. Whatever it was, like everything has doubled. Every time I go to the supermarket, I'm irritated. I'm like, why is this so expensive?
I don't know why I'm paying $5 for a carton of strawberries.
It's crazy.
And they don't even last 3 days. No,
it's everything is just very expensive. Kids. Even for Thanksgiving, it was going around of like Thanksgiving 2019 versus Thanksgiving 2020. It was double.
The food, the prices?
The food was double. Like the cost of a turkey, if it was $25, it was like $45, $50 now. That's a lot. That's too much.
I wonder if Tofurkey went up.
Tofurkey. We gotta look at that.
I'll have to see for 2022 numbers.
Get the numbers on Tofurkey.
What's the Tofurkey comparison?
Now I want to try it.
It may be more budget friendly. But so I know that we joke a lot about the numbers because, again, shit.
It's expensive.
But I know that I have made the right choice, I think, still up to date. As of today, I still think I made the right choice because I'm a worrier. Like, I worry. Vince coughed yesterday, and I was like, what's wrong? What's happening? Are you sick? What's going on? And that's panorama aside. Like, I'm not even talking about this. When the kid gets sick, because he stayed with us, this was years ago, while Ashley and Hector went on vacation one time. He got an ear infection and a fever, and I was like, forget it. I was crying like something happened to me because you want to take that away from them. You don't want them to suffer. So I'm a worrier. You cough, you sneeze, you hit yourself, and I'm like, what's happening? We got to go to the emergency room. I need, what medicine do you need to take? All that stuff. When we went to Disney last year, I had all his vitamins lined up, and I made sure he took all his little gummy vitamins before, because I'm a worrier. And I know that
you like to plan.
If that's my kid, can you imagine? I wouldn't get any sleep.
I feel like I would give my kid anxiety.
Mom, I'm okay.
Right. Are you sure? There was a sniff.
Yeah.
There was a sniffle.
You went like this.
Right. And normally you just go, but you went. So that means you
went, you can't breathe.
We're leaving. We're going to the hospital.
Yeah. No, but I'm a worrier. Like, I think that, so I've heard this several times, parents saying that having a kid is like having your heart just walking around in the world.
Ooh,
like,
that sounds terrifying.
So I can only imagine if I'm not even a parent and I feel that way about my nieces and nephew, forget it. I'd be no good, no use to nobody.
Right, like I'm useless.
Yeah.
I have one of my really good girlfriends, Shanae. I forgot, we got into this conversation a while ago, but I sent her something. It was like a news story or something about a teenager. And we got into the topic of kids, and her youngest daughter, I think just turned 20 or 21. And I was like, so that's it. You just have a baby, and you raise them, and you do your very best, and then you worry about them for the rest of your life. And she was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like, I don't want that. That stresses me the fuck out.
Because it doesn't end at 18.
No,
like,
it does not.
When they're born to 18, no, because then they're adults.
It's worse when they are 18 or they go off to college because you can't protect them. And you can only protect them so much even when they're little. But when they get older, you really can't protect them in the way just the way of the world. I think even if personally I wanted to have a baby, I look at the world and I'm like, I don't want to bring a baby into this. This is a ugly, ugly world right now. And I don't think, like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it don't seem like it's getting any better.
I don't think so.
It's like,
If this
kids are mean.
Yes, they are, and it's a whole different type of mean.
Yeah, this is social media mean.
Yeah.
Like, this is different. These kids are different.
They are built different, and it's scary.
It really is.
They're a little stronger. They're a little stronger on the outside, but they're a little weaker on the inside. Right. Because they can't handle the stuff the way we used to handle it, because its intensity has just increased over the time.
Like you could have a bad day at school, trip and fall on your face, and it might be the talk for a day or two. But you do it now, somebody could have possibly been recording, and now that shit's just playing, and you just see such bus there, and like now it's just constantly. Oh, now you're a meme of the school. It's not funny to you, but it's funny to everybody else. Like, it's sad.
And now they refer to you as your gift name, because now it's like if you have a meme, then you're
That's the boy that fell off the stage.
Yep.
God damn it! That was in 9th grade. We are graduating.
I am 30.
This is the 10-year reunion. Get
me alone.
No, kids are mean. I worry about Layla all the time, and even though she is very much a innocent 10-year-old, and she doesn't really care. When I say this girl don't care, she don't care. Like, she had a dance coming up, and she like slid it on into conversation, and of course me and Jay are like, you have a dance? What are you gonna wear? Are you gonna wear a dress? She's like, everybody calm the fuck down. Like, this is exactly why I don't want to tell y'all anything. She's like, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I said, absolutely not. I think she wore jeans and a t-shirt anyway. But it was a big deal for us. We were excited. She's a kid that doesn't care. And I wish that I was like that at that age. But she's just like, oh, whatever. I'm like, don't play with me then. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, she don't care.
Bye.
Stay that way as long as you possibly can.
Yes. Adults need to be more. I need to be more like that. Not caring what other people think. Just do you. If you're not hurting anybody, do you.
Also, parents, y'all make me not want to have kids. Because y'all always complaining. Like, they're always,
kids.
when are you going to have a baby? Oh, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Well, every other time I talk to you, you're always complaining. I'm tired. I didn't sleep. I'm stressed. I'm broke. I need food. I don't have minutes to myself. I haven't peed by myself in 5 years. Y'all stress me out. Y'all make me not want to have kids.
Y'all make me drink.
Right? Like, take a sip. I was like, no. Nothing about you complaining to me all the time about your motherhood makes me want to have children.
Yeah. And you don't have to preface it with, I wouldn't change it for the world. We know that. We know that.
It's okay.
But like my sister says, Vince is a sweetheart. Penny is an asshole. Your kids
Same for Lila and Zola.
take on the personalities of whatever they see you doing, whether YouTube, whatever they're on, they're going to take on that personality. You still love them. That's it. She called her an asshole. She still loves the shit out of her daughter.
She loves her little asshole.
Right.
It's her asshole.
That's her asshole.
It's her asshole. Like, I posted a question earlier on Facebook just to get people's feedback. It's still going.
Yeah, you have a lot of comments from that. Please.
The majority, so the question was on Facebook, do you have children? Were they planned? If you could do it all over again, would you change anything? The majority of people did not plan their kids. A handful of them did. Of course, most of them said, I wouldn't change it for the world. But also, that second and third child, a lot of them said, if I had that last child first, I wouldn't have had any more, which I can agree. Not that I have children, but I'm the second and last child. If I came first, Hilda wouldn't have had, Jamie wouldn't be here.
Yep. If Ashley came first, I would not be here.
Right, yeah. Like, if Penelope came first, Vince would not be here.
Right.
Like, we come later because
to test everybody.
The first round is just like, everything's good. You can do this. You're great. And then that next one is like, you sure? Are you sure?
You thought you had patience. How about now?
Yeah, people like the newborn stage and not sleeping. And again, none of these things sound like a good time to me at all.
No.
But congratulations to you all. Still want to be a part of your village.
Yes.
Still want to be a part of your village.
Still want to be a part
Still call me if you need me.
Tell me about the fundraisers.
I just don't want to need a village.
No. And I think now it's more safe to say we're selfish. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay.
I like my life the way it is now. I get to see and talk to the kids every day, see them every weekend. I like that. I like my life the way it is.
Yeah,
I don't like when something interrupts my schedule. And that sounds selfish, but that's how I'm living, and that's okay with me.
I'm fine with it. I'm like, I know. I've said before that I'm working on my control issues, but I like having control over my schedule. It's why I'm not a 9-to-5er. I don't like other people controlling my life, whether it's an employer, whether it's a baby, whatever. Those things change your schedule. And I don't, like, you get up at 4:30 to work out. What if you get up at 4:30 and the baby got a fever? Well, there goes that workout.
Shit, I can't work out now.
There goes that workout. And somebody's going to be like, hey, you can work out later. Shut up.
I'm not.
No, because now I'm all frazzled because my baby has a fever. And now I can't think because we're worriers. Yeah. And nothing else matters but this fever
and nothing's getting done.
Like, it just can't do it. Also, I'm still vain. Pregnancy. I'm not trying to look like, what's the Shrek character? Fiona?
Wait, what?
The Shrek character.
Oh, with the nose?
Yeah, see? That's how I picture myself in pregnancy. It ain't gonna happen.
I just picture my fupa never going away.
Right, like so it's a permanent fupa now. Perfect.
Yes, great. I can get mommy makeover. Yes, I can go to Glam Studios and get snatched.
Right.
But I don't want to. I don't want to have the kid. I'm going to go get snatched. I don't want to have the kid.
Yeah. Like my girlfriend Damaris had posted a special for like a mommy makeover or like a lipo for $99 a month or whatever, and I said, shit, sign me up. She was like, I'm trying to get rid of this post baby fupa, and I said, I'm just trying to get rid of the fupa. The baby didn't put it there.
I don't need the thing in the front.
I was born with the fupa. Like, nope.
Mine came from eating a lot of fast food.
That's it. Like, I'm good with it. It was like, but we still need the same surgery, and you have 2 or 3 kids, and I have 0. So I'm just gonna make it worse.
Should we just have one to like
so that we can be like that's what you did to me. Mommy used to be snatched before you came.
Hey, Mommy, I saw pictures of you in 2020. No, you weren't.
You was fat. And then you got fatter.
Don't blame that shit on me, Mom.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, top 3 reasons. I'm sorry. Not sorry. They're expensive. I am a worrier, so I would be no good to anybody. And I'm selfish. Yeah. I like my time. I like my life. I like my schedule. Whenever I need to babysit, whenever they want to sleep over, whenever there's a fundraiser, an outing, or anything like that, sure.
We still want to be the fun titis. We still are the fun titis. We just don't. I don't want this to be my full. Just like I don't want a full-time job, I don't want to be a full-time mom.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
And I know there are certain people. Look, I've never gone to get tested. We're gonna make this a medical issue. I've never gone to get tested to see if I can't have kids. I know I've just taken all the precautions to not have children. So, I know some people are child-free by choice in the sense that they aren't able to.
Right. I heard the term child-free by circumstance.
Is that us? Because our circumstance is...
No, that's like if you can't.
Oh,
so we're by choice because as far as we know, we can, but we're choosing not to.
It's
but
our
then
choice.
There's people that can't because of their circumstance, whatever, PCOS or whatever they had got going on. And I get it. And I know that's an expensive and stressful process. And maybe it's like you take things for granted. Like right now, we're young, we're healthy. We probably, if we wanted to have kids, we think we could. If I went into the doctor today and they were like, you got 6 months and you would never have kids, that might change my mind.
Right.
Like, that was like, shit, the pressure. But it's like, is that what I want? Or is like, that's part of what you see as a society? Like, you graduate, me and Jamie talked about this. Like, you graduate high school, you know, during high school, if you're lucky, you have a good counselor, or you have somebody to guide you through high school. And then you graduate, and then you're just off on your own. And there's no blueprint, there's no nothing.
Right.
There's no blueprint, but it's like, but you're expected to find a mate, get married, buy a house, have a baby, get a good job, retire, maybe travel. Like that's still technically like society rules. Right. I don't want that. I'm okay with my what those things like to say, my condo living. Like I like living where I live. I feel like my first property is probably going to be an investment property and not my first home because we live in an old ass city. I don't want to buy a house that's 100 years old for $500,000. So I'd rather get an investment property or get a duplex and live on the first floor, whatever. I feel like we've figured out there's not one way to do anything.
Right.
And I feel like most of the people that I know that had kids in their teenage and early 20s are no longer with those partners anymore because, referring to our last episode, you made those decisions before 30.
Yeah.
before we were able to really, really know what we wanted. But it was like, well, this is what my parents did. This is what, whatever.
Or I could have been in the situation where having a kid because you were trying to fix the relationship.
Oh,
so I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel like we both could have been those girls. We could have had Band-Aid babies, but we chose not to.
I'm glad it didn't. Because then where would you be? I feel like the kid might be fine, as in physically, right? It's being taken care of, but you got to see that person,
right?
You don't want to see that person.
Imagine if you had a child by him.
No,
like how your kid would probably be like what, maybe 10 or older. Let's say you had again. Now you're attached to this person
forever.
Just sign off your parental rights. I'll do the solo. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'll do this. I don't want anything from you. I would do it myself.
Want to talk or see you?
Like, he got a phone. Call the kid. Leave me alone. Like, just in your life forever.
No,
I don't like it. Yeah, I like my freedom, and that's always been my thing. I like my freedom. If I get up, I get up naturally early because season 1 the girl was struggling. Season 2 I get up early, but I'm like, if I get up and I look at my list of things to do, I say, okay, I could do this, and this. I can change anything on my schedule to work with what I want to do. You can't do that when you have a kid.
Yeah.
You just can't.
It's a lot harder.
It's harder.
Yeah.
Like when everything's great and streamlined, cool, they're in school, whatever, but on those days that they wake up sick, on those days they're like, oh shit, I forgot, you're supposed to give me money for you're supposed to, or there's a bake sale, whatever. Like, what? Yeah. Like, I hear Jay do that all the time. They're like, when did you find out about this? Well, why are you just telling me this now?
Just crumpled in the bottom of your book bag.
Right. It's just too much. Oh, Bella is upset. See, that's why
I do not want a kid in here.
Zola, where's Bella out? But yeah, it's just the parents don't make it any easier. The parents don't make it like, because even on Facebook, I wouldn't change anything. It's the hardest, most challenging thing, but so rewarding.
I believe that for you. I 100% believe that for you.
Even your status exhausts me. Like the
reading all that.
I'm tired. I feel bad.
But I'm very much, and I know we're family oriented, and me not having a kid helps me to be even there more for my family. Now, am I doing a lot? Probably. Some people will probably say yes, but I get to do that. Right. Because you can go home and you still have your peace, and you just have you and Kyle, and it's you can run around like a chicken with your head cut off all day long because you still go home to peace. Yeah. Imagine if you came home and there was more chaos. Like it just never ends. It never ends. Like No. So that's our reasons. Yeah. So we're still child free by choice. I'm still vain. We both still have control issues. Very selfish. I don't think any of those things are going to change. I don't think so. Because even money aside, time. Like Nick Cannon, for example. He's just spreading his seed all over the globe. Yes. Just spreading his seed. And the first thing people say is he can afford it. But he can't afford it time-wise. A lot of people can afford a lot of things. Right. That doesn't matter. It doesn't make it okay. You don't have it's so not a busy. Home, like, right? He's such a busy person. You're working, you're out, you're doing a lot of stuff. You're not coming home. All these 8 children now? I think 8 or something. Let's say 8. All these 8 kids and their 8 mothers do not live in the same house. Right. Right? So you can have all the money. And then the Grand Dame Mariah Carey would have none of it. She will not be cold. She probably would change her mind if she would have known that he was going to run around. Yeah, if he was going to be running around spreading his seed everywhere else. No thanks. Like, I give you twins, sir. A boy and a girl. What else could you possibly want? First shot. That's just greedy. You're greedy. But it's like, yes, Nick Cannon has the funds. You have the money to raise your child, but you're not spending time with your child. So it's not the same thing. Who cares? Like my parents weren't together in my childhood. I don't know if my dad sent money. I don't remember, but I remember I could call him if I needed to talk to him. I remember that he was a car ride away if I needed him to pick me up. Those are the things that kids remember. They're not thinking about the finances and all that. They just remember my dad wasn't home. My mom wasn't home because she was always working or whatever. And I think Layla feels like that now. Like I feel like she feels like I don't want to be an adult because all adults do is work.
Jamie's always working. She calls me and I'm like, oh, I'm busy right now. She's like, I don't want to be an adult. All you guys do is work. Like, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you can't.
We don't want to be adults. Sometimes. We don't want to be
adults. Can we switch?
I want to go to a dance in jeans and a t-shirt.
Right.
Hang out.
Still my life, and I care about what anybody else thinks.
Whatever.
Just like, it's time, it's money. Like, look, I'm like, have you been keeping up with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian? No. Like, it's too much.
I can't.
They need to stop putting it on social media. It is nobody's business.
Yeah. I know that is her life, right? Like, before all of this, and still, her life is to put everything out there and live publicly. But there are some things, like, I'd be fine if I never knew a single thing about their personal life and how they're raising their children. It's not my business.
Exactly.
I know a lot of people want to know.
Because they're like, that's how she started. Yeah, that's how she started. But that was however many years ago, and now she is a mother,
that's when she had
has children. Right.
Now
Early
she's a mother
2000s.
of how many? 3, 4? More than 2.
Yeah. There's a couple.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I even looked that up because I had a little friendly debate on Twitter about it where somebody was like, oh, he doesn't want his child to have a TikTok. And I said, but he's speaking out now because now he's embarrassed because it all started with his song and I want my wife back, Kimberly, blah, blah, blah. And then she publicly said that shit ain't happening, period. And now he's running around with a knockoff version of her, somebody else that he can control and dress up like a Barbie doll. And now he's spiraling. We already know he's bipolar. We already know he's not a fan of taking his meds. He's just spiraling. So now instead of it being like, oh no, I want my wife back, now he's using the kids. Oh, I just want to go to my kid's birthday party. Or, you know, I don't want North to have a TikTok because of whatever reason. And those reasons might be valid, but now they look crazy because you're acting out after she said, I don't want you anymore. You didn't initially start off with like, hey, listen, I don't want my daughter to have. And again, that's a private conversation. Stop with the back and forth because these kids can see this just like they can Google their mom's sex tape. They're gonna see all of this. Like it's too much. It's too much. Everything ain't for social media.
No, you keep some things private. Even the most public of personalities have every right to have some things private.
Right. I'm like,
we want to know because we are people. We're nosy.
Right.
But we don't have to know.
Stop feeding us.
That's not going to help me wake up tomorrow morning or not wake up tomorrow morning.
Exactly.
Period.
And like we got a photo because I want to say Blue Ivy and North. There might be like a 2 years apart or something like that. You only see Blue when she's in like a fucking catalog or something, or they get like a snippet of her. They keep it very, very private because there's probably people Googling their kids right now.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of the twins after one picture.
Right. Yeah. Like
so
private. It's a gift to get anything from them, and that's how it should be. Protect your family. Yeah. Especially with what Kim went through in Paris and all that shit. Like you're a hot commodity. Yeah. Keep that shit closed.
Yes, please.
The babies are beautiful. And I still don't want no kids.
This is correct.
You know, we get off on a tangent.
Ditto.
We still don't want no kids. I could go for another dog, though.
I'm thinking about a dog. I want to have another house, though.
He's going to strangle me.
It's like, no. I want us to have a dog. I just don't want to potty train the dog.
Oh, yeah. Fun times.
So, unless we were in a house, the house is fully carpeted. Except for like the kitchen and the bathrooms. No, I'm not doing it unless we have a house that's I'm not cleaning poop and pee out of a rug.
Yeah,
sorry.
Just a scrub-a-dubbin.
No thanks. We had 2 dogs growing up, like at 2 different times. No thanks.
That's all you remember. Is cleaning up.
That's all I remember.
It's the cleanup crew. Yeah. I think we're done with this episode.
I think we are.
So yeah, we still feel the same. We still love the children.
Yes.
We just don't want to have our own. We'll still buy from your fundraiser.
Yes.
We'll still babysit on occasion.
You got to be very timely when you pick them up.
Yes. Listen, my mom, come get the kids at 12 o'clock. You better get them kids by 12 o'clock on a Sunday. Stop taking advantage of your parents.
You're going to movies and dinner. Movie is 2 hours.
La película se terminó.
Dinner.
That movie was over. Where were you?
Unless it's a Marvel movie, then you got to sit there and wait for the next.
It's like fucking Titanic. It just keeps going.
So
yes, we are still child-free by choice.
Yeah.
Or fuck them kids. However you want to say it. Whatever speaks to your spirit.
Yeah. Whatever we call this episode.
I think fuck them
It is
kids.
what it is.
I think that speaks to my spirit.
But we still love them.
We still love them.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a wrap
That's
on this
all.
episode.
Bye.